through the eyes of a traveler. Hello, hello, hello. Hello world. Welcome back. This is effectively part 2. Part 1 was the last video, which took me up to this point, and that was traveling on the second most deadliest, scariest, dangerous road according to World Health Organization, WHO. So now we're heading towards Fairy Meadows. My basic story for this journey is that I'm traveling in Kashmir and Pakistan. I've been to quite a few cities, distant parts of Pakistan by motorcycle, and I'm heading towards the Chinese border, but en route I try to take little pit stops, go off a slight tangent, and today we're heading to Fairy Meadows, out of season I might add. So now it's time for a little hike. Actually, sitting on the horse causes your knees to buckle. I do get tired, but it's the views that rejuvenate my fatigued body. Welcome to Fairy Meadows. It wouldn't be right if I just recorded the beautiful sights without recording the whole village. So I'm walking now towards the centre, I think, where hotels and other establishment are open, and well, I can show you there's huts galore, ice-capped mountains, ice-capped, ice-tipped, I'm not sure. To be honest, I'm out of breath, and so and I've just walked a little bit of the way. Fateh, the horse ahead, was my lovely steed, and he did so well, so well. So you can see now there's some beautiful cabins. The site is. Let's look at Fateh. Thank you, Fateh, for being such a honourable horse. Fairy Meadows. I'm home. It's a very slippery path, so I can be sensible and put the phone away, or I could try to record my passage up to the top. The truth is, I should be sensible. Sensibility has left my shores due to lack of oxygen and fatigue. Not lack of fatigue, but lots of fatigue. Let me just show you this. Ooh, let's just get to this. If you look down, it's a great drop down. I'm holding this post for sheer life. That is the beauty of the mountains which surround this place. I have to continue. Nanga Parbat is somewhere over there, I think, but there's clouds, so once the clouds clear, which they tell me will happen in the morning, I'll show you more. This is the view, and this is a small balcony. And this is my room, log cabin, very simple. And that's Nanga Parbat, but the clouds are hiding it, so we'll see if the clouds clear. But there's other things to see as well, so we'll try to fly the drone in a short while. I'm no expert at flying drones. Still a novice, probably will be for the rest of my life. But The scenery that encapsulates this whole valley is epic. It's jaw-dropping. It's so fantastically wonderful that if I just record it, the video becomes an epic video. Not through my skill set, but just because nature offers such wonderment. Absolutely speechless. Sometimes people ask me, why do I travel? Don't I get tired? Isn't it boring? Well, why do I travel? Because I can, and there's beauty out there to see and enjoy. Do I get tired? Absolutely. I'm often bushwhacked altogether. So why do I do it? Well, for me, it's a learning process. I need to learn about myself and the world I live in, and this is one wonderful way of doing both. As I said before, I have a rule. Live in very cheap accommodation so money saved can be shared with people who are less fortunate than me. This is where I could have stayed, but I actually stayed here. And this isn't too bad either. Cheap and cheerful, just the way I like it. These wonderful young gentlemen ran the show. We're out of season, so there isn't much that's open, but these guys stay and they looked after me. Thank you, folks. God bless you. God bless us all. It's funny how drones make people behave differently. I'm waving back. Right, gentlemen, I'm hungry. Get some food on, please. I'm starving here. What did you say? Oh, excellent. So off back to my motorbike, my other steed. Fateh kicked me twice, naughty Fateh. But I was trying to pass him, wouldn't let me pass. Then he kicked me twice, but luckily no limbs broken and I forgave him. I mean, the poor fellow's got to lug me all the way down to the bottom, so I have to forgive him. And it started to snow. It still is drizzling a little, but hopefully, fingers crossed, we get to the steed safely. What a view. Fateh, you've done well. Well, he's not moving. Maybe he's tired. No, he's moving again. Just needed a little break. I should have recorded the journey on horseback when we crossed high mountains with a ledge that was literally a foot wide, sometimes even less. But I was holding onto the horse for dear life. So holding a phone and doing that path was dangerous. And though this whole area is quite dangerous, I didn't want to tempt fate. So that's the view of the valley. That's the view of Fateh. And I can't really show you my view. I'm afraid you're just going to have to take my word for it that I'm the one sitting at the back of this horse. But I'll say one thing. These mountain horses might look small, but they're strong. Really are quite strong. Folks, me on foot now. Though my knees are knocking, seriously knocking. When you sit on a horse, the horse does all the hard work. There's no denying that. But in trying to stay in the saddle, sometimes you have to lift your body weight forward, sometimes you have to push your body weight backwards. And I have bad knees. My knees have serious issues. And so what happens is when I got off the horse, my knees kind of buckled. So I'm walking slowly and the horse is ahead. But that's okay. I can show you the view. So it's back to the Jeep and heading down on this most dangerous road. Well, second most dangerous road in the world. The journey to Fairy Meadows off season was phenomenal. I will venture back here when it is season just to see the lush green meadows. But until then, I'm happy with the views that I did see. It was cold last night. They gave me 4 duvets, which I put one on top of the other. I couldn't move for the weight that was on top of me, but still I shivered. To say this is one of the most dangerous roads in the world would be something that bears a great deal of fact. They are making the road wider so it accommodates a 20-odd foot road, but further along it's just a single track. And all I can say is those with a weak heart or a weak disposition shouldn't venture this way. It really is one of those places where when you sit in the Jeep track you think, oh my god, this could be the end of everything for me. I have done this before, so I knew what to expect, but that's not to say it still doesn't make you gulp. But then when you get onto the horse, you can hike. Hiking I wouldn't advise. If you're into hiking and you're a good hiker, then please do venture that way. But otherwise I'd say get on a horse and go by horse. But even that, when you look at ledges that are less than a foot wide and you're on a horse which is wider than a foot, you kind of panic and think, again, this could be the end. But thanks to my maker, I'm good, and thankfully we'll hit the road soon and head towards Gilgit.